Welcome to 30 Questions. My name is Kofi Ochami, always your host with the most. And today I'm playing host to one of the greatest when it comes to reggae music in this country. He's been there, done that. He started a long time ago. When I heard of Shasha Marley, then I had started broadcasting. And I mean, this is 1996, 97, thereabout. And what was the song about? Something about Mary, the mother of Jesus. Well, yes. And that song was a banger even back then, before he surgeoned to the Jamaicans, to the Americans and everything, and later came back with that smash hit song, the Mata song, which now has lots and lots of awards and everything. When you look at his shelf, you can tell that this is an accomplished reggae artist. His name is Shasha Marley. May I introduce you here?
Wonderful, super. I'm excited to be on your show, man.
I'm always excited around you.
We haven't met for how long?
A whole lot of years. Yeah. But we talk.
We talk actually.
That's social media.
Yeah.
Courtesy of
Right.
we always Jojo on matters.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to come on my show.
On your show one time,
on Angel FM.
Yeah, actually, I did some few travels there, so but I'm here. And this is one of the best shows on social media right now.
Right now. We bless God. Thank you very much for that. We're doing our best to contribute,
You're excellent.
to everything.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Well, it's been great. Actually, music now happens to be one of the slides of the many things that I'm doing, So it's a kind of merry-go-round for me. When it gets to music, I do music. When it gets to parenting and other things, I do them, And now it's time for music. So I have a new song on the blog, Spinters Road Traffic Jam. That's what I'm going around promoting right now,
You said there was I heard there was this incident, the traffic.
The traffic. Actually, what happened?
Your son's life?
My daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one evening I was supposed to take my daughter to the hospital. She was seriously sick. And the traffic on the Spinters was so much.
They wouldn't even move.
No, so I had to drive on the one way, facing the oncoming traffic. Beep, beep, beep. The police will stop me and say, my daughter is dying, get off, and then the traffic will move, and I get on the one way again, till I got to Leicester Hospital. And finally, she was saved though. But I said to myself, something must be done about the Spinters.
That was Uncle Atte's major problem.
Yes, and he lived there.
Yeah, he lived there, so he saw it first time.
I saw him many times with his
Stuck in traffic.
Stuck in traffic. The current administration, I've seen them stuck in traffic.
But something is being done. The overhead bridge that links to the motorway.
I have a personal plan for the Spinters Road. If we really want the traffic to move, we need 3 overheads, overpass.
Not just one.
One at the Echo Bank traffic light, 2 Coca-Cola roundabout, 3 Manette Junction, and then the current overhead they're doing right now by the Palace Mall. When we do these 3, it will flow the traffic.
Okay.
And we are complaining about the economy. Look, the traffic situation alone is demolishing our economy. And I believe when we have free flow of traffic, the economy will revamp.
It's not contributing to commerce because you need to be somewhere.
Exactly.
You need to pay money, take money, but you're stuck in the traffic and the business day is over and all of that.
We are getting late at work. So it's all contributing to...
You can't get to work on time.
Exactly, my brother. Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
All the best. So you're campaigning?
I'm campaigning right now.
One-man campaign.
Well, you see a huge bone shaker with the inscription Shasha in traffic. And anywhere you see that, you know that the message we are sending, it's clear.
The government must hurry up.
They must do something
and expand the whole Spinters.
Exactly. Actually, it is a national concern. It's not only just by the Spinters, but because I lived by the Spinters, I'm using the Spinters traffic as a case study, to send my message across. And it's happening in Bogatanga, it's happening everywhere.
So you made a song about it?
Yes, Spinters Road Traffic Jam. It's my brand new song.
Shasha Marley. I was trying to make reference to the old song. The word
Matter Family.
No, not Matter Family.
Seek ye good and not evil.
Seek ye good and not evil. That's the 90s, song I was trying.
90s.
Yeah, in the 90s, I remember that song vividly. I never forgot that.
Actually,
that's when I fell in love with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wait, not fall in love, LGBTQ, What's your stand on that?
LGBTQ, It's unfortunate that the parliament, advocating for the criminalization of the LGBTQ. And for me, I'm a Christian and the Bible is my standard, And I believe that if the bill is signed, it is an Antichrist bill. Because you see...
Wait a minute. You just said you're a Christian.
Yes.
And you feel like if the president should sign...
Yes.
It's Antichrist.
It's Antichrist.
Do you read the Bible?
Yes. My brother Kofi, I know you are a Bible scholar. But my opinion about this bill is that, Christians must emulate the steps of Jesus Christ. Jesus, before he left, he left us a commandment. Mm-hmm. He said, my commandment I leave with you. Mm-hmm. Love one another. Mm-hmm. That's the command. Moses gave the 10 commandments. Mm-hmm. Jesus gave one commandment. Mm-hmm. He said, love one another. Mm-hmm. And then again in Matthew 22, verse 39, he said, love your neighbor as yourself. Mm. So loving my neighbor as myself, who's my neighbor? My neighbor could be my enemy. Mm. Jesus said, regardless of that, love you. It's an obligation. Your neighbor could be one you do not share the same faith with. Your neighbor could be a member of the LGBTQ. Mm. Jesus said, regardless of their status, love him. So if I love my neighbor as myself and I don't want to be jailed, why would I want my neighbor to be jailed? You know what I mean? So I think we should show them love. Recently, I was going home in 2nd D, and I sat in the flight with this gentleman, we were talking. Then he opened up to me. He told me he's gay. He's a gay. My goodness, really? Very nice gentleman, And he told me, Shasha, I want to come out of it. But it's not easy for me, Even the stigma alone makes me want to commit suicide, So I believe that such a person, if we show him love, it made him feel part of us, there'll be a turnaround in his life.
But you see, most people have said that, okay, it is okay for you to be who you are, because only you feel the fire inside and nobody else. But the problem of majority of society is the fact that they try to make non-gays to join the gay community, and they are pushing for their ways to be taught in schools, and they are pushing to change scripture. They are pushing. A whole lot of things are happening, and that is why it's become a worrisome situation where governments are taking steps to either curb or, seize the fire or this or that. And listening to you right now, do you believe in the Old Testament?
Well, I believe it's part of the Bible, which Jesus came to fulfill, not to condemn it.
And let me even not go and dwell in the Old. Let's come to the New Testament.
Yes.
Do you think that Jesus Christ would have condoned the LGBTQ, R
plus,
whatever?
Well, you see, when Jesus met people like these, he didn't condemn them, he delivered them.
Did Jesus meet anyone like
Jesus met people who have been possessed by evil spirits that were...
So you believe it's evil spirit?
Well, if that one we think that's why we want them to be jailed, that they are evil, people are pointing fingers at them, they are evil, they are this, they don't need to be in the society. If we feel they are evil, deliver them. Jesus delivered them. Jesus delivered people who are possessed with evil.
I've heard a pastor say that, okay, you said you were born this way, and you cannot change. But Jesus gave you the chance to be born again.
But listen, my brother, it's unfortunate that I'm seeing some bishops, pastors, prophets, even standing in for the bill to be passed. But I'm telling you, you can have a title of a bishop. You can have a title of a prophet, pastor, evangelist. It doesn't mean Jesus knows you. Jesus may not even know you. But then you call yourself a bishop, you call yourself a pastor, evangelist. But Jesus does not know you. When you pray, you hear yourself praying, people around you hear you praying, but Jesus doesn't hear you praying. You know what I mean? But you call yourself a bishop.
Shasha Marley. You see, in the first place, there's a whole big question about your whole movement, and your stand on this is going to make people come at you.
Well, I know, but
why am I saying that? You're the first Rasta reggae artist.
My brother, I'm a reggae artist. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
But you're not Rastafari.
I'm not Rastafarian. Yeah. I'm a Christian.
You are not Rastafarian, I should say.
No, I'm a Christian. Yeah.
You're a Christian.
I'm a dreadlock
Christian.
Christian. Yeah.
How?
Because, you know...
That beats my thinking.
Yeah. That's a whole topic by itself, my brother, you know. And I'm super excited to be on this show, this platform, to put a message across, you know. You know, one of the biggest reggae bands coming out of Jamaica now, who have lost their brother, Peter Morgan, the Morgan Heritage, they have a song. Don't have a dread to be Rasta.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the dreadlocks
to be a Rasta. It's not a dreadlock thing. It's a divine conception of the heart.
Okay.
You know, look, I mean, Rastafarians, well, they are followers of Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, you know, which I pay much respect and all that. But, you know, you and I know that Haile Selassie himself didn't wear dreadlocks.
No.
You know, but the Bible has made us understand that one of the greatest men born of woman was the man called John, who was also known as the Baptist. And this was the man who prayed for Jesus before Jesus started his ministry. You know, this man, the Bible said his hairs were locked and his beard were locked. Why? Because he had taken the Nazarene vow. And taking the Nazarene vow, it means, no razor is to touch your hair, you don't comb your hair. And they lived in the desert most of the time. So the
only time you do that is when you go close to a dead body.
And then you shave it.
Then you shave.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So in the Old Testament, most of the Levites who separated themselves unto the service of God had hairs locked. So when I read about John the Baptist, you know, and I said, this is the man who prayed for Jesus before Jesus could start his ministry. I want to lock my hair too. And that's what inspired me to lock my hair. You know, not that I'm a Rastafarian.
Well explained.
Thank you.
I'll take that. I'm going to ask you 30 questions. And you cannot skip any one of my questions. You have to answer all.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
If you think it's too hot, we can put it on ice for you. This is not to say you are wrong or right. We just want to share your experiences in this world.
Thank you.
You know, the world from your perspective.
Yeah.
And I don't want yes or no for an answer.
Oh my God.
Please elaborate.
Yeah.
So if you're ready to play, you say yeah.
Yeah.
What were the best or worst subjects for you in school?
It's amazing. It will amaze you to know there's music. Music was the worst subject for me.
You hated
I hated music. I hated my music master. I didn't want to hear that subject, music. At that time, I hadn't even made my mind to be a musician. But I hated the subject, music. The crutches and
the drawing.
Oh my goodness.
Amma eats Gary and every good boy deserves favor. That wasn't too interesting. Yeah.
Every good boy deserves favor. Yeah. You know, I mean, it bored me. I was always sleeping in music class. You know, so I hate it. Still now, you know, when I look in the script, the music script, I just can't see what is happening there.
No, you know? I know. That part is not too interesting.
Oh, at all.
The notations and everything.
Yeah.
You rather just come out of self.
Exactly.
What you feel inside.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Which bill do you hate paying?
Which bill me?
Which bill in the house do you hate to pay?
Oh man, electricity bill. But if I had my wish, man, I would have loved the electricity guys to give me a direct line, which I would.
You don't pay anything.
Oh man, off the meter, man.
That makes two of us.
Oh.
Free electricity.
Yeah.
That's a dream we're going to have for a very long time in this Africa.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
But you love to use electricity.
Oh man, look.
So why do you hate to pay?
Man, you see, the way I love to put the AC on, I love everything on in the house. Yeah. And when the bill comes, I'm like, oh
my God.
I wish it was free, you know? Yeah.
And that's all right. It's good to feel that way. What is the longest you've gone without sex?
Oh man, it's amazing now. Longest I've gone without
Nazarite.
It could be probably 3 months. 3 months. 3 months, yeah.
Were you traveling? Your wife wasn't close?
Well, sometimes I get so depressed. When I'm depressed and everything, I don't think about that, you know. And when I'm out of town too, you know, so I add all up together. You know, yeah. So 3 months, yeah.
Was it difficult to do?
No, I don't even think about it.
You did it?
Yeah.
It means that for that 3 months period, you were depressed.
That sort of depression, you know, and traveling, you know. So there's so much problems, you know, family issues, external family issues, you know. I have to take care of a whole lot of people and all that.
You're not just in the mood.
Yeah, and it kind of depresses yourself sometimes, you know.
That's right.
And you don't feel like doing anything like that. You know, yeah.
What is one habit that Shasha Marley wants to change but you can't?
Oh, habit I want to change, but I can't. Habit I want to change.
It's been with you. You know it works against you sometimes, and you're trying so hard to change that.
I think I talk too much. You know, I want to stop being that talkative. You know, yeah.
But that's your personality.
It's part of me.
That's who you are.
Yeah, that's part of me.
You express your opinions.
Yeah. And sometimes I talk too much. I see myself, oh, am I talking too much?
And people will say that listen more and talk less.
Exactly.
So you want to apply the change, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Pastor, live your life. What is your silliest fear? One thing that you fear?
One thing I fear? You know, I had my children late. You know what I mean? I had my children quite late, you know, so sometimes I say to myself, am I going to live to be old enough to see my children's children? You know?
To become a grandfather?
Yeah, you know, so, you know, I wish I could live that long to see my children's children, you know, because I want to train them well to grow up in the way of the Lord.
So your fear is to leave them?
Yeah. It's a big fear for me. Yeah.
May the Lord be with you.
Amen.
And help you.
Yeah, man.
Longevity.
Yeah.
I'll add that to my prayer topic.
Exactly, brother. Yeah.
For Shasha Marley.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we shall not fear anymore. Have you ever found someone attractive in this industry?
And
All the beautiful women in the music, broadcast, the media.
It's amazing. You know, when I was growing up, before I became a professional musician, musicians like Jualaka, Pat Thomas, CK Man, you know, Abri Crenson, they attracted me so much, you know. And if you can remember Laura Everett, you know, yeah, she attracted me so much.
Laura Everett?
Yeah, Laura, yeah, he was probably was the wife of Pat Thomas before.
Oh, okay,
Laura,
okay.
Yeah.
She was also a singer.
Yeah.
Sure. Those were your attraction.
Yeah, attraction. But for now, most of the youths are doing extremely well, though. Very, very well, no doubt. And when I see great talent, I really get attracted, you know.
What is the most hurtful thing anybody ever said to Shasha Marley?
Oh, a hurtful thing is like, you know, when I put out a song, you know, with all my heart, I bring out a song, I write the lyrics, the beat, and it comes, and somebody will tell you, this song, you should have done it this way. And you wait there, my time, any day. You know, which probably they don't understand what I mean, you know. Like my song, Matter Family, when it came, the meaning of the song, people didn't really get it. You know, they took it to be some kind of Ghanaian dialect, you know, which...
They translated into the
exactly. Which, you know, these are names of 3 friends of mine that I was calling. These guys lived in Papua New Guinea, Mata Tui, Mata Pri, and Mata Fish. You know what I mean? And their names sounded like a Ghanaian dialect. You know, so here am I, get to Cape Coast. Children sees me right at the Times Square. Oh, what do you call it? Is it Chapel Square?
Chapel Square.
And all over the place, Shasha Marley, 10 town for Shasha Marley, Papa 10 town for Uncle 10 town for, oh, nice man, them not the time, but you know. And my mother's pressure was hitting over 300, you know, because everybody when my mother want to do, but the you know, I mean, this has really hurt me, you know, in the beginning. But I got used to it.
It became normal to you. Like people, most people that listen to songs, they miss the point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't get the meaning of the song.
Yeah. And I keep telling them, look, Kofi, I mean, you and I will know. You get to the States, in Ohio, you wear a T-shirt with an inscription, Osu, in the T-shirt. Now everybody meets your Ghanaian and says, oh, bro, Ufi Osu, Osu, Accra, Osu.
That's right.
In Ohio, this Osu,
Ohio State University.
Ohio State University.
OSU.
You know, and so you should know that some kind of language, you know, or dialect in a certain country may sound the same, but it means completely different. You know what I mean, bro?
I know.
Yeah.
I understand you. Except for Ga, it means the same thing in Hebrew.
Wow. Yeah.
Bawate Come, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, can Hebrews
Yeah,
come?
yeah. But the Ghans, I heard that from Israel. So
that's another conversation for another day. What is the most courageous thing that Shasha Marley has done that you're so proud of?
Most courageous thing.
Yes.
You know, growing up in Secondary Takoradi, if you heard my song Twin City Mafia, I used to climb and sell coconuts. You know, so these are very high, tall coconuts, but I used to climb them.
That was your profession.
Growing up in the days.
At the time, that's how you made ends meet. Like
some kind of end. I just wanted to try it.
Okay.
Because some folks were doing it, and I wanted to try it. You know, well, sometimes there were times.
So you go up there to pluck
pluck coconut. One time, you know, in the middle of the night, we had to go steal some coconut.
Steal?
Yeah, and this friend of mine fell from the tree, and that was it for him. You know, and yeah. We were 4. You know, 2 of us were up, 2 were down. You know, and this guy fell, and that was it. You know. So since then, you know, I mean, when I see a coconut tree, I'm like, oh, come on, far away from me. From that time.
So it took you a lot of courage to actually go up.
Exactly. You know, and so many times. The reason why I made a song Twin City Mafia, you know, it's a kind of lifestyle that in Secondary Takoradi, you know, I sort of went through. You know, we used to walk from Secondary to the Takoradi Harbor, go steal the sheet and make powder. And all that, you know, it was part of the lifestyle, you know, and I enjoyed doing it because I saw my folks doing it. The only thing I couldn't have the courage to do was to store away in the ship. Because most of my folks I grew up with, they stored away in the ship.
And stuff.
Exactly, to Europe and to the Americas, you know. So that's the only thing I feared doing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, in this big industry, which one person would you call a friend?
A friend?
Yes.
Oh man, a friend.
That if anything happens, he is the first person, or she will be the first person you lift the phone and call.
Yeah. My good friend in the industry is that bad boy. That bad boy, you know.
Who's that?
That very bad boy who's watching us right now.
I don't know.
Amanziba.
Boss, I agree to. Oh, really?
Yeah, a very good friend of mine. Yeah. You know, I mean, he and I.
Nuts Brew.
Yeah, we've done it all. You know, I mean, yeah.
Friends from young?
Yeah. Well, we met. Amanziba and I met in the 90s.
Okay.
You know, and we've been together since. His wife is a very good friend of mine too. And he himself is a very super nice person. Super nice. He's a friend I can call a brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. A very good man. Very kind man.
Yeah.
Now, if you could erase one past experience, what would it be?
If I can...
Erase. One past experience. Something you have lived before, but you have the opportunity to erase it.
Erase it.
Which one would
past
that
experience.
be? Yes, sir.
Yeah. A lot of past experience that I would love to erase, you know.
I just want one of them.
Stealing from the soup. Stealing fish from the soup. You know.
Your mother's.
My mother, you know, will cook, will eat all right, and the rest of the soup put in the fridge. And I wake up in the middle of the night and dip my hands in it. And in the following day, they realize all the fish is gone. You know. Yeah, so I trouble my mother a lot. Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
In your past, there's a lot of theft. Why?
Well, because
are you a thief?
That's why. Well, Bible said Jesus is coming like a thief. So
anyway,
you know, sort of it kind of matches.
And I know somebody who said we shall receive him as such.
Yeah.
If you come as a thief, we shall receive you as a thief.
Yeah, Kofi, you know, I mean, yeah, it's all kind of experiences, you know.
Yeah. Growing up, I mean, everybody has their ways of coming up and, you know, being here. What's something people don't worry about, but you really should? Like, people don't worry about the thing, but you feel like they should.
I feel like they should, man. Well, this on the spot. Yeah.
I can put it on ice for you.
Yeah, put it on ice.
We'll come back to it. What is the biggest lesson life has taught you?
Biggest lesson life has taught me, you know. In this life, over the years, we've had frictions with people we met along the way. And I realized that the people we meet on our way up are the same people we meet on our way down. So it pays to be nice with everybody you meet along the way. It's a great lesson I've learned. Very great lesson, yeah.
Don't bend the bridges.
Exactly, yeah. We need to join them all together every time, no matter what.
Keep very good relationships
yes,
with everybody, because you never know.
You never know, yeah. Yeah, you never know, yeah.
That's
quite the first time I was in New York, I got to New York in the middle of the night. The first time I was in New York, and oh my goodness, the guy I was going to look for disappointed me.
He was supposed to pick you up
from the airport. And it will amaze you to know that somebody I met at the airport, the Ghanaian, who in the past, he and I had some brawl, and I saw him and I called him, and he was super nice to me, super nice.
Yeah, forgotten.
Yeah, so he picked me home, stayed with him for the weekend before we went to look for this guy. And I said to myself, oh man.
You see life.
That's why I've learned the experience of being nice with everybody along the way, regardless of who, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, looking back at your life, what one thing have you done that has given you the most satisfaction?
Satisfaction, man. It's all
like you did the thing, you look at it, you'll be like, this is what I've done and I'm very pleased in it.
It's all about my music. It's all about music. You know the story when I met with the most Grammy Award winner, the King of Soul, Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
And he flew me all the way to California to record a single with him on HIV/AIDS. Listen, in EMI, look, in a 5-star hotel in Beverly Hills, picked by limousine, to the studio back and forth, met with all
these
guys.
Life. Yeah. That's the
met
life.
With all these guys, the film actors that when I was growing up, I heard their names, Tom Cruise, what's his name called? Johnny Travolta,
John Travolta.
And all the Bee Gees. So I met all of them in LA, and I said to myself, oh man, this is a real satisfaction, because you see, when I had the inspiration to be a musician, I was in high school, and I aspired to meet people like Stevie Wonder and Isaac Hayes himself. When I was a little boy, my father was playing his
records.
So eventually I got to meet them. And here am I, one and dining with them, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
This is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, Kofi. Yeah. It was after that we met in New York, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And you guys were coming home.
We were coming to Ghana.
Yeah. But yeah. So that brought me some serious.
That's some satisfaction like that.
Yeah.
It's like a dream come true.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When was the last time you laughed so hard and cried?
Ooh.
Something interesting got you laughing so bad.
Wow.
You laughed, you cried.
Maybe we have to put that on the ice chest.
Okay, let me put it on the ice for you. What is the worst thing you've done for love?
Love?
Yes.
Oh, worst thing for love. You mean the agape love or the sweet love that you
platonic love.
Wow. The worst thing I've done.
Yeah. Because love was involved.
Isn't it amazing before I got married, it wasn't amazing that you give your 70% of love to someone who wish she would love you, and she gives you 30%, and you felt brokenhearted. Yeah.
And what did you do in that 70%?
Oh my God, I almost felt like the earth should open and enter inside. Anytime I saw this lady walking around with a different guy, I feel like, look, Kofi.
You don't want to go back.
Oh, this is an experience,
Did you give your pocket money to this girl? Did you kill a goat?
No, the money you've been
What
giving.
were some of the things you did for
in high school,
yes.
you've been giving money to go to school as a boarder. with the provisions and all that, and you give out all your provisions and this little pocket money to this girl, and this girl went behind you to take a different guy, you know, it breaks your heart for another guy. You know, you sit in the classroom and
everything you're being taught doesn't enter.
That's why when they were teaching music, I said, "Oh, come on, get out of music."
Forget this music thing. Some girl is playing with my heart.
Yeah.
Whoa. Sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. Okay, what do you wish right now that you had more time for? Shasha Marley.
What I wish right now that I had more time for? I wish I've started parenting earlier. You know, music took most of my time.
Most of your time, most of your focus.
I mean, we were always up and about.
You don't stay at one place.
No. So it took all our time, and my mother would call me, "Oh, Gwanet, settle down, give me a grandchild, and we never bothered, I was traveling everywhere, So I wish I had enough time to be a parent. Yeah.
Have you ever had a near-death situation?
Near-death, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Near-death situation, you see, there's a reason why I played my music Twin City Mafia. My childhood days in the secondary Takrady, you know that song?
Yeah.
And at times we went out.
The man you mentioned that he held your hand and
foreman,
Yes.
We went out to the cinema halls. When we came home, the doors and the gates were locked.
You jumped the wall.
And this is the story building, So I tried to sort of climb the windows, try to get to the top to escape to my room. So in the following morning, my father would meet me lying in my room, And one time up there, I almost slipped. Yeah, my goodness. I believe the angels who held me.
Yeah.
Anytime I remember this, man, I get some kind of shock. Yeah. Anytime I remember this scenario. So when I'm in secondary and, I drive past the house, I see it and I remember that time.
I nearly died.
Oh,
here.
Yeah. And, on the road too. On the road, like when I was playing with the bands, the accidents, we've escaped,
Plenty.
Yeah, because here's the situation, we play at a particular point. As soon as we finish playing, we are moving
to pack up and go to the next location.
And as soon as we finish, we're going. And these drivers are not resting,
They're tired.
So we escaped quite a number of accidents, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the funniest thing that you do when nobody's watching Shasha Marley?
When nobody's watching, funniest thing?
When you're by yourself. I like to dance in the mirror. Goof around. Things I wouldn't do for anybody to see.
Quite a lot, like especially when you're in the washroom and some kind of song, some lyrics come in your mind, and you pretend as if you are on stage performing.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, we all do it.
I know.
Yeah. And you be like, you stand in the mirror and you are communicating to the crowd, the audience, blah, blah.
The imagination.
When somebody knocks, then you stop.
I don't want this person to see me in this state. Now, what is your favorite food from the tribe, which is not yours?
Oh,
you are Fanti.
Yeah. Favorite food from the tribe, which is not mine. I'll go for Tuzafi.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go for it too.
That's right.
It's beautiful. Everybody's talking about jollof, but Tuzafi is the bomb. What has been your secret to avoiding falling into temptation, especially when women are involved? You stay away from them.
Yeah.
You know how to work your way around them.
Yeah. Because Kofi, we've done it all. We've come a long way in this business as musicians, and we've been there, we've been here, we've met people of all races, all kinds, all status, And so for now, it's nothing new to me. I mean, when there's something like this coming up, come on. I mean, we've seen it all over the years.
Nothing intrigues you anymore.
No more.
Not the big booty, not the small waist, not the man chest.
It amazes me when I go on social media and I see people talking about big butts and I see what they call the slave queens and the way the body shape and all that, people are so crazy about it. And I said, well, it doesn't even move me, you know, because we've done it all. I mean, we've seen it all.
Man no see before.
Ah, Charlie.
Locally and international.
Baby, everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is something that you are currently worrying about?
Something I'm currently worrying about is the rate at which all the youths want to get into music. You know, I mean,
Easy job.
Yeah, I mean, music has become so easy now to do because the studios are there, the computers are there. You get there, the programming is done, you know, and then within a short time you have a song, and it's like everybody's trying to come into music, and that rate of number of people want to come into music is alarming. You know what I mean? Now, my thing is, I wish they go to school. You know, the youths must go to school. You know, acquire knowledge. Know their mathematics. So when they sit in this hot seat and you give them these 30 questions, they know what to talk about. You know what I mean? So I'm really worried about the rate at which so many youths.
So you think you're of the opinion that music is not the only way?
No, please. I mean, we all.
It's not for everybody. Seriously.
Not for everybody. Goof. I mean, look, we all have our mission on earth. You don't have to do music because Chami Kofi is doing music or someone is doing music. You need to know yourself what you came on earth to do. You're probably a teacher, you be a politician, whatever, and then you deviate to become a musician. You know, at the end of the day, you know, music has its ups and downs. You know, when your expectations are not fulfilled, then it turns to something else for you. You know?
Then it's like wasted life.
Exactly. Yeah.
You keep worrying about that. I think as from the Sprinters campaign, we'll start that one too.
Exactly, bro.
take your eyes off the music. Aside the music, what takes up your time?
What takes up my time right now, you know, so many, we do some other family businesses.
Okay.
Family business and all that. It's taking up my time, you know, and parenting.
Yeah. I see you are very passionate about that.
Yeah, because...
How old is your first?
12.
Man.
Yeah, really late.
You started late.
Yeah, 12. You know.
Too much condoms, man.
Okay, you remember we did the Stop Age Love Life?
I know.
Which was sponsored by GSMF.
It put fear in you.
Exactly.
You Reggie Rockstone,
Felix Owusu,
TikTok,
Chicago, all the guys.
I know. And the message got to you?
Yeah, we did Stop Age Love Life. And that was the moment which the condom sales in this country exceeded, you know, its limit. You remember?
I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it's not a matter of condoms though. But you know, music took our time.
I know.
Most of the time. Yeah.
You planned it.
Yeah.
Now, what is, I know with reggae artists, you are intrigued by the sayings of certain people, Marcus Garvey. I could mention a few more. What is something that any one of these notable people said that changed your perspective of how you see the world?
Well, I'll go for the lyrics of Bob Marley.
Okay.
You know, Bob Marley in his song Coming From the Cold says something like, why do you look so sad and forsaken? Don't you know when one door is closed, many more is open? You know, these are lyrics that when I was growing up and I heard it the first time, and I said to myself, I don't need to worry myself anymore in this world. You know, waking up in the morning, not knowing what is coming, where your food is going to come from, and you're so sad and forsaken. You know, when you come to the realization of yourself, you get to know that when one door is closed, many more is opened. You know, so you need, if you're doing this, is not working, try something else. You know, these words of Bob Marley really, really touched me and, you know, had an impact in my life.
There's something that people almost learn late in life. What is that something that you feel like you learned about too late and that you should have really gotten earlier?
I still would go for, you know, being nice with the people you meet on your way up, because they are the same people you meet on your way up. You
realize that later?
Yeah.
You know, you should have realized that
earlier.
You know.
You know.
Well.
You know. Yeah.
You have 2 questions on ice. I'm bringing this to a close. You answered 28.
28, yeah.
So we are bringing your 2 back up. When was the last time you laughed so hard that you cried? What made you laugh?
Was it when I watched, those days when KSM started his comedy show.
That was a long time ago.
One time, I went to the theater to go watch him, and man, it was a super night. It was super. I think I hadn't laughed.
Saga of
the saga of
returning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
that night, I had a big laugh. I had a big laugh. Yeah.
Then you haven't laughed in a long time.
Long time,
You're too serious, man. You need to loosen up.
The laugh we laugh is just a short while,
Okay, but for you to have laughed that hard,
for you to cry.
KSM
made me cry that time. Yeah.
This time he's not cracking people up anymore.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Nothing will miss him. He needs to come up with.
I know. And the last one will be, what is something people don't worry about but you really showed? Or they really showed.
They really showed, yeah.
They don't worry about it, but they should really worry about it.
Yeah. I think this question is going to beat me hard. It's going to beat me. So 29 questions.
You're not going to answer your 30th? That's a lie. People don't worry about it, but they should worry about it.
They should worry about, people will take it so easy,
Yeah.
Wow.
The harm they're doing to the environment, maybe. They don't worry about that because they still have a life to live.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. You've answered for me.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. Well, Kofi, I'll go for Mother Nature. Yes, of course, the harm people are doing for the environment, because the greens that we have, the trees that people are felling, the galamsey issues and all that, which is being hazardous right now to our health. I played with Gold Nuggets Band in the 90s. And I lived in the mine area of Boise. At that time, even the smoke that came from the underground, the mining company itself, the smoke that came up were giving people, at a particular area where they live,
health issues.
Skin disease and skin, So I think we must do something about, what do you call it? Keeping our environment, healthy.
Keeping nature going.
Yeah.
30 questions, all answered, ladies and gentlemen. Shasha Marley.
Thank you.
Best reggae artist in my estimation that this country has produced. And when he sings, Jesus Christ, that's a different type of voice. So the Spinter's Traffic is the new record you are promoting.
Brand new song.
So look for it on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
It's digitally available.
Yes.
Just get it, stream it, and let's support a brother to actually realize that Spinter's dream, the traffic must flow. My name is Kofi Ochami. Take your time to watch all the other episodes, and God bless you. Till the next one.